So as you know, the majority of Americans have been under house arrest for an extended period of time due to the panic from the coronavirus. Businesses have shut down and furloughed workers, and the economy has been in a general free fall, with legit economists expecting that unemployment will hit 30% sometime in June. Well, that of course has kicked off the printing presses, and stimulus checks have been flying around like leaves in the wind, gracing your everyday furloughed worker to your common shuttered small and large business. The one sector of the economy that is doing fine right now? The internet. You're watching a video on YouTube, and when you're done with this one, after you of course smash that like button and subscribe, and click the notification bell, and obviously watch more great videos of yours truly, you're gonna stay online for a good period of time, and maybe use an app or two. You'll either order a tasty meal through Uber Eats or DoorDash, turn on Netflix or Hulu to watch some premium content, or maybe, just maybe, blow a little bit of that stimulus cash on some online shopping. We all know the 1,000-pound gorilla in the room in terms of online shopping is Amazon, but there are other sites out there that let you create your own shopping experience. And you of course know the biggest name in that game is Shopify. But is it the best for what you are trying to do? Well, maybe you can figure that out by comparing it with other similar tools, and we're going to talk about them and how you can use them to create your own Corona crisis shopping experience in this upcoming video. So stick around. What's up, you guys? You're watching B2B Fusion. I'm Derek West, software engineer extraordinaire, online business mogul, and now YouTuber. On B2B Fusion, it's our mission to inspire you to take imperfect actions on your finances and your business using the power of technology. Help us in the mission by pounding that like button and dropping us a comment if you like what we have to say, and especially if you don't like what we have to say. We're not perfect here, and we appreciate the input from our viewers to help us improve and deliver the content that is needed in today's Corona crisis-induced world. So subscribe and hit the notification bell to watch our channel evolve from fledgling channel to content generation behemoth. It's gonna be a wild ride. So anyway, on to the topic of the video. Today's technological and economic landscape is something to behold. On the one side, the economy is in the process of recovering from the mandated home arrest orders from various levels of government the world over. Those orders have of course led to the shuttering and failure of thousands, if not millions of businesses all across the world. But on the other hand, the unprecedented access we each have to information provides for us the opportunity to do amazing things in our lives. With just a few keystrokes, you can share your entire life history with the globe, meet a new partner or mate, order your next meal, and conquer the next level of your free-to-play game, all while using the restroom. Think back with me and imagine what it would have been like 10 to 15 years ago being under house arrest. You probably would have been forced to watch endless episodes of Judge Judy on cable TV. Maybe go through your entire Blu-ray DVD collection of 90s and aughts era cinema, all before you went crazy and demanded that your local politician set you free. But the truth is, you and billions of other people are all using their phones and other devices to garner information and entertain themselves, and of course, shop, shop, shop. That same internet gives you, the intrepid entrepreneur, the capability to present goods and services to millions of consumers across the country, the continent, and even the power you have in the palm of your hand for your own wealth creation is unprecedented. There is, of course, the biggest name in the business, at least in the Western Hemisphere, Amazon. We'll talk about the opportunity provided by the biggest player in the Eastern Hemisphere at another time. But via Amazon, the opportunity to create your own brand and access their millions of daily customer traffic is frankly scary simple. All you need is an idea, some copywriting skills, a good product photographer, a good supplier, etc. And voila, ready-made home business. The one downside is you don't own the relationship with your customers. Amazon does. So your ability to resell to them is limited. And resales are an important part for long-term profitability and brand building. But don't fret, there are options for you. And that is kind of the premise of the video. But which ones are the best? Well, let's start with the king of the hill. The other 1,000-pound gorilla in the room that would dare to challenge the elephant that is Amazon. That's a lot of metaphors about zoo animals. Hopefully Peter's not gonna get on my case. But Shopify is the most full-featured shopping toolset that you'll encounter on the internet. And when talking about e-commerce and dealing with Amazon, that's saying something. Whatever you want to do, you can do it with Shopify. Need to be able to drop ship from everyone's favorite Chinese supplier, AliExpress. Shopify can do it for you. Do you need a simple yet beautiful website to launch your dream products? Shopify can do it for you. Do you need a blog attached to your site to help create content to promote your product? Shopify can do it for you. Is your product starting to take off and you need a platform that can perform tens of thousands of transactions in a matter of minutes? Shopify can do it for you. Do you need to add a customer service workflow into your application? There's an app for that on Shopify. Do you need a way to calculate taxes across the various political bodies you operate in? There's an app for that on Shopify. Do you need to flip between various countries' currencies? There's an app for that, and it's on Shopify. You starting to see my drift? There was a time, however, if you had a product that you wanted to launch and you had no place to store the inventory until it was ready to go into customers' hands, you had to find a warehouse or store it yourself. And all else failing, you had to use Amazon's fulfillment services or any number of other third-party fulfillment options, each of which came with its own pluses and minuses. Well, that's no longer the case. You can still use any of these options, but Shopify now has their own fulfillment network. This network is powered by machine learning, and being inside of the Shopify ecosystem supposedly gives the technical team the edge it needs to ensure that its services can fulfill orders in a more timely manner than any of its competitors, up to and including Amazon. So that's the hype surrounding it anyway, but for now, it's in early stages and only certain customers who meet certain requirements have access to this service. But it is promising, and it may in fact give Amazon a run for its money in terms of their fulfillment capabilities and other advantages in terms of controlling your brand, owning the relationship with your customers, and most importantly, having more control over your products. Now, it's not just that separates Shopify. It's its relentless push for technological innovation that really pushes it far and away ahead of all of its competitors. It was the first to feature an app store. It has its own third-party payment processor so that when you create your page, no need to worry about signing up with one of those and getting a bank account that is approved and all that jazz. You simply sign up, launch your store, and it just works. You can accept payments in a matter of minutes. The faster you can get your store up, the faster you can accept said payments. But what if you don't need all that? What if you only have a couple of products that you want to sell? What if your brand is more around content creation and recommending products that other people can buy? You know, your standard affiliate marketer as an example. What if you only have a couple of products that you call your own? What if the products that you sell are more artistic, more esoteric? Maybe you don't need all the power and pomp and circumstance of Shopify. Maybe you just need a beautiful site that can sell as well. Well, if that's the case, Squarespace might be the site for you. Now, first impressions are everything. And you can usually tell what your interactions with anything are going to be by your first interaction with said thing. And when you first log into Shopify, you get a dashboard telling you how your store is doing, what your sales numbers are, how many customers you have had in the last 24 hours, etc., etc. Squarespace, on the other end, actually shows you your website, reminding you every chance that it gets of the aesthetic of your page, and whether or not it's beautiful, and if it can attract eyeballs to your content. After all, attracting eyeballs is the first step to converting customers. If you can't get that right, forget about selling anything, no matter how good the product is. Squarespace has a more intuitive website builder. Simply drag and drop. You can drag your content and drop them into columns and rows, with spacers being used for margins. Pre-designed sections also exist to help you out if you have zero experience designing websites and making them visually appealing, which is definitely more of an art than a science. Squarespace has a wide selection of content blocks to add to pages. You can create forms, maps, restaurant menus, buttons, audio players, photo galleries, charts, and on ad nauseum. Shopify, on the other hand, has a WYSIWYG editor. WYSIWYG? WYSIWYG. What the heck is WYSIWYG? WYSIWYG is an acronym. What you see is what you get. Sounds like an 80s DJ scratching a record. WYSIWYG. Sorry about that. WYSIWYG editors are similar to Microsoft Word, i.e. simply a text editor that lets you place images and videos in line with the text. There aren't any options for content blocks like on Squarespace. Creating layouts with the WYSIWYG editor can be painful. Moving elements can have unexpected results, and adjusting spacing or adding columns is simply not possible. It's difficult to build impressive pages with it. Squarespace's focus is on building a beautiful website, and they offer 70-ish beautiful modern website templates. Many people are of the opinion that they simply have the best website builder and the best templates. Check it out for yourself, I'm sure you'd agree. Now, Shopify has a similar concept with themes. Shopify has 10 themes that come with it, and many more third-party themes that you can purchase for anywhere from $10 to hundreds of dollars. But here's where we get down to the brass tacks. Which one is the right one for you? Squarespace can give you a fully functional site with many bells and whistles for just $16 a month at the time of writing. And it goes up from there. Shopify has a Shopify Lite plan that lets you add products to social media or other websites. Both Shopify and Squarespace include a 14-day free trial with no credit card required, which is awesome. Other website builders require a credit card, which means if you forget to cancel, you get charged. So the one that is right for you is really all about what your preferences are and what your needs are. Do you expect to be selling millions of products in a year? Or do you just need a web presence and need to sell a couple of products once in a while from your loyal subscribers? The choice is yours, as is your choice in quality YouTube education and entertainment. Let your voice be heard by adding a comment about which e-commerce builder you think you need. And don't forget to like the video if you liked the video. And if you didn't like it, I'd love to know why. We constantly strive to get you the best content on the net. Speak up now or forever hold your peace. And remember, a goal without a plan is a wish. A goal with a plan and no action is a wish list. Take action on your goals using the power of technology, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.